Good morning, everybody, from the island of Hawaii. We are taking you on 3 different adventures today, which will end up being 3 different videos. Not exactly what the first adventure is going to be, but I have in my thoughts, it has something to do with the shirt I'm wearing. Starting today's adventure off at the Kualoa Ranch. It's an actual movie studio here in Hawaii. Features such as Jurassic Park, King Kong, the TV show Lost, the movie Midway, and numerous other Hollywood blockbusters have been filmed at this location. It should be an amazing adventure this morning, so I'm inviting you to tag along. Let's go. Let's go explore this little piece of paradise. Before we get going, I need to see a man about a horsey. Well, hello. Hello, little one. Hello. Let me put my coffee down so I can pet you. Hello. Come here. Hello. Oh, this one here, he's like scaring the others away. The things we're doing today has nothing to do with these guys, though. Nothing at all. But could you imagine taking them up here to the top of this mountain? You're so adorable. So as we are waiting for our tours to start, we got a half hour to kill. I figured I'd walk around, see what there is to see, as Tommy Travels would say, in this area. So there's numerous tours. You got the movie tours for like TV shows. You could do the King Kong one, the Jurassic Park one. They even have a farm tour. We're going to be doing that. We're doing Jurassic Park, and we're doing something else. I'm not exactly sure. But also they have an e-bike adventures, and they have an ATV Raptor tour. I guess they're like ATVs, and you run in Jurassic Park. You see that scene where all the velociraptors are running down the hill, and you do that in ATVs. Or you can just do the whole adventure on horseback. And I think they have a zip line tour, a snorkeling tour with turtles, and a shark cage, if you feel so inclined. Assuming we're gonna see lots of these guys on today's adventure. Hopefully they keep to themselves, or at least we possibly got a fast vehicle. A lot of movie props are still here on the island. Like here is one of the skulls on the movie King Kong. We're gonna see this beautiful Velociraptor Valley, and maybe even some not so Jurassic creatures. I definitely will be reading signs and avoiding electrical high voltage wires, just in case. Before we go on the tour, here's a couple movie props. You guys might recognize some of these. So at this moment, we are getting ready to walk into some military bunkers that were created during the war. Excuse me. But not only that, these bunkers were used in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I mean, but you guys look at this bunker. And this isn't everything. Take a gander of what's behind us. Look at that ocean. But yeah, so we're going into a bunker that was used in Jurassic Park. So these are a lot of the TV shows that are produced and made here, including, you know what? Oh, Amazing Race was here, 2012. All these Hollywood blockbuster movies, like, I mean, who couldn't forget that? Or that. Got an autograph signed poster here. To be honest, I've never watched the newer Hawaii Five-O's. And here is an actual set of Hawaii Five-O, episode 612, filmed October 2015. So I'm gonna have to go on Hulu and locate that episode. And here we have a Nicolas Cage movie, Wind Talkers. I think this is like maybe a minute, it's a scale model maybe for miniatures? I don't know. Let's see what this says. The scale model of, I can't pronounce the word, was constructed at director John Woo's request for $20,000.
I think it might be pronounced Ka'awa.
Ka'awa?
It's like Ka.
Boy.
Ka'awa.
It looks real on camera. Look, I'm in the movies. It looks like I'm in the movies. So we have his newest and his biggest, all Elvis, Paradise Hawaiian style. Look how happy the king is. And here is, it has nothing to do with Elvis, I think. It's something called Triple Frontier. Not everything was used in movies here. This is an actual bunker from the war. So it's used in TV shows like Lost and all the movies and TV shows we're showing you now. So there's like a lot of tunnels and hidden tunnels that has nothing to do with movies, but I'm sure if you were making a movie, this would be a wonderful place. I guess they could set up a set anytime they wanted in here, because each room, the way it's all angled up, you could do the lighting. Actually, bunkers are domed, and if you look, the domed roof is way up there, but the walls only go up so far, so for camera rigs and stuff like that, these things would be perfect. Now, I've never seen this show neither, but it looks like here are some tikis from that show. I think it's where you lose weight. So these are the contestants' names on that season. Candy, Jeremy, whatever, Kim. So they each had their own tikis. And that's the names right there. Here is some of the stuff we're here to see today. Not only King Kong, but also a very Brady sequel. Some King Kong Skull Island movie props. A bunch of bones with the king himself lurking in the background. And here's a bunch of movie props from Journey to the Mysterious Island, featuring The Rock. These things are not small. I'm assuming they're they're hollow fiberglassy. Possibly they even have well, no, they're fiberglass. I would say they have a plastic texture to them, but they don't. They're more fiberglass. And, whoa, look what else was filmed here. Godzilla. Well, you can't come to Hawaii without this guy lurking. And that's the filming location of Godzilla. Oh, that's where we are right now. We're right there. Here's another movie with The Rock. God, he seems to be everywhere nowadays. But we have lots of movie props here from Jumanji. And hey, welcome to the jungle. How sweet is this? A lot of people don't like the new remakes. I happen to. I love them. I hear some monster back here. Oh my God. Could it be velociraptors? Oh my God. Look at that John statuette from TV show Lost. There's his badge. Oh my God, here's a bunch of movie props from the TV show Lost. They got the polar bear, the entire cast, well, the cast, not the crew, but the cast. And here is the submarine. For those of you that have watched the show, I think they blew this up. So, because certain people didn't want them to leave the island. And it is massive. I mean, it's like the size of a full-length sub if subs were mini. But look at this backdrop. That is just sweet. Though I'm not lost. We all knew you were a nice guy. We're sorry you had to go through what you went through. You guys are frightful. So here's a vehicle on the movie that they were given tours in, and you could actually sit inside and take a photo. All right, that was the first bunker filming locations. We got more to do, but look at the view. So back in World War II, when the Japanese were here, oh my God, what is that? Is that a whale? Let's see if this camera will zoom in enough. I think I see a whale right there. It's a seal or a surfer. It's a seal or a surfer. It's a surfer. It's a surfer. But look at this view. Back during World War II, when this was a military installation, and this here was carved into the side of the mountain, they could sit out here and watch for planes and stuff like that, and enemies climbing up, trying to get on the island. This is a perfect location. 80 years ago that happened. Nowadays, movies are made about it right here. Pretty amazing. Those sounds of those velociraptors in there are just freaking me out as I'm trying to sit here and catch other filming locations. The whole island, or the whole ranch, not the whole island. A lot of movie props has still been left, like this. Yeah, it looks real, but it's not. These are fake. It's fake. Those are fake vines. Probably used in the TV show Lost and maybe even Jurassic World or Park. Okay, let's get going down this road here and see if we can find any other cool stuff. I'm sure we're going to. Lots of stuff to see here. Very picturesque. I'm really enjoying this place. Hey guys, I may have messed up for the first part of this video. I'm not exactly sure. My microphones weren't plugged in all the way, so if there was any issues with the sound up to this point, I apologize. It has been rectified.
To your right. So right here on this road too was the green screen, the projection for Kong, as well as the two propane tanks too as well here in the middle of the road that actually fueled those two fires over there to your right. On your left we have the Opu as well as the Opai Ula, also known as the freshwater shrimp and goby. And also in this other pond is the channel catfish. Now once poster set, this here is Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. Now Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle wasn't shot right here in front of you. We actually took that hangar, that transportation shed down, which I'm going to point out that area when we get deeper into the valley here, but we incorporated this into our piggery here, all that material that was actually utilized for that transportation shed.
What we all been waiting
so
for.
Over here to our left, before I also get into the history of the Jurassic films that were shot here on our property, really quickly I'm going to bring your attention over here to... So this statue actually hails from Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui. Now, has anyone else been there besides the likes of me? Once again, no judgments here on this bus. So this iconic statue is known as the Moai statue. This one's a little over 1/5 the size and the height of the ones that you would actually see there on Easter Island. Now this one is actually under 10 feet tall, weighs about 5,000 pounds. Now the ones you actually would see there with your own eyes there on Easter Island, according to my last read via the archaeologist that did supply this information to my own eyes, average ones are actually 20 feet tall, and get this, the heaviest one there on Easter Island is actually 86 tons. Now that was also CGI too as well, folks, not only for the movie of Jurassic World, but also specifically Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That was where that active volcano was actually located, actually ran the expanse all the way over here to our right on the parcel of Ahupu'aka'ava. Now over here to your left, this is also where that Pinscour Jeep was also driven by Mr. Chris Pratt himself. And this is also too one of the filming locations for the visitor center too as well for those two films. Now, so they came out here utilizing the likes of this majestic, iconic landscape, as it did very look eerily similar to the likes of Kauai. You actually recognize this hillside right there in front of you, in which Dr. Grant as well as the Hammond children are actually seen fleeing from the Galapagos dinosaurs, and over here to your left, in which they sought refuge behind this most famous dead tree in all of Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all here to Jurassic Park.
These are Godzilla's footprints. So this is one of Godzilla's footprints, and up there on the hill, that is also
Japanese Godzilla has
a Godzilla footprint.
So consider yourselves informed of some useless information that
bones from King Kong back there in the trees. I don't know if you guys can see them.
So the last place you want to be, though, especially during the midst of a pandemic, is at the hospital right now. And her love as she makes her way through this roadway here in Ahupua'akaama. So she actually makes her way from the Hukila once again, which is shot on the other side of majestic Kualoa. Makes her way up on this roadway here, in which Henry devises a plan to actually bring one of the penguins named Willie from the Sea Life Park, which happens to be an actual establishment here on the south end of Oahu. Try the button. Okay, now he moves.
But we are being blocked by cows in the road.
Oh, super mahalos.
These are Godzilla's footprints. So this is one of Godzilla's footprints, and up there on the hill, that is also
Japanese Godzilla has
a Godzilla footprint.
So consider yourselves informed of some useless information that
bones from King Kong back there in the trees. I don't know if you guys can see them.
So the last place you want to be, though, especially during the midst of a pandemic, is at the hospital right now. And her love as she makes her way through this roadway here in Ahupua'akaama. So she actually makes her way from the Hukila once again, which is shot on the other side of majestic Kualoa. Makes her way up on this roadway here, in which Henry devises a plan to actually bring one of the penguins named Willie from the Sea Life Park, which happens to be an actual establishment here on the south end of Oahu. Try the button. Okay, now he moves.
But we are being blocked by cows in the road.
Oh, super mahalos.
Bones from King Kong back there in the trees. I don't know if you guys can see them.
So the last place you want to be, though, especially during the midst of a pandemic, is at the hospital right now. And her love as she makes her way through this roadway here in Ahupua'akaama. So she actually makes her way from the Hukila once again, which is shot on the other side of majestic Kualoa. Makes her way up on this roadway here, in which Henry devises a plan to actually bring one of the penguins named Willie from the Sea Life Park, which happens to be an actual establishment here on the south end of Oahu. Try the button. Okay, now he moves.
But we are being blocked by cows in the road.
Oh, super mahalos. To archaeologists here, folks, these bones are all 100% genuine styrofoam bone. Once again, I kid, of course. A bit mixed with styrofoam as well as fiberglass and some wood, and then also some wire too, also for that triceratops.
It's gonna be cool. We get a walk on the set of Kong. Holy smoke, would you guys look at this? This is amazing. All the movie props left out here in this middle of this beautiful jungle. Actually, there's a Kong statue way back there by those cows as I'm stepping on cow poopy. Would you look at this? All this stuff is styrofoam. All these movie props. Let's head over to Kong's Skull Island. Now, because this is a working cattle ranch among with produce, but the cattle themselves, they have left some beautiful pies all over the place. You got to kind of be careful where you watch. I can't imagine having a very large movie crew setting up equipment out here and shooting this stuff, you know, due to the fact they have to probably clean off a lot of the cow poop, because I don't believe in the movie there's cattle. It could be. Over here in Jurassic Valley, there was a bunch of dinosaurs that came rolling over right. They're all, oh, hey, you need a red yeah, because. So coming over here, there was a bunch of dinosaurs just running from that volcano that was erupting, and everybody kind of jumped behind this log in the movie so they wouldn't get trampled on. Right? Duck, you gotta hide like there's dinosaurs running toward you.
Do you see the one over there? Like
yeah. Duck, duck, dinosaur, velociraptors. Oh God, you can make it in Hollywood. Funny thing is, yeah, this tree is real. Yep, that is real wood, and I think I just stepped in a cow patty. Yeah, the scenery around here is just amazing. Come for Jurassic Park, stay for the king. I think he wants to hold me. Run in, come on in, everybody. We're all on the same bus, right? I think that's what this is for, right?
Yes. Probably,
just, I feel like Fay Ray. I feel like Fay Ray. We're ready to continue down the road and leave this majestic valley behind. Oh, I'm zooming. I need to zoom out. You know, I'm zoomed all the way out and this thing is so massive. I mean, look how big that thing is.
It didn't even look like mean or anything.
Jay, get next to that and let's see how big this thing is. You have to get on your hands and knees and climb in the mouth.
I'm mostly worried.
Thing is huge.
It's like a Looney Tunes cartoon itself, where they actually focus as it is fading to black.
I do.
Hopefully you can see it with your own eyes once again. She sent her younger sister, Hi'iaka, to go and fetch her lover. As Hi'iaka made her way up the expanse, the archipelago here of Hawaii, she came over here to Ahupua'a Kualoa, where she encountered a large mo'o. She battled that large mo'o for 3 days straight. Finally, on the third day, she slayed that large lizard-like dragon. She threw part of it there into the iconic Kaneohe Bay, and once again threw the long back over here to our left and also behind us. That island over there, some of you might know as the Poi Pounder Island here, however, in Hawaii, and also according to the Kanaka Moli, we refer to that island as Mokoli'i Island. Now, this also does bring us to the end of... Okay, I did not record the whole tour. We did get to get out a couple times. We've seen some things that were amazing, but on the tour guide talks constantly. And it's great, you just kind of want to get the ambiance, but it's kind of like the Jungle Cruise. You know, it's a tour, it's a guided tour that they talk a lot and tell a lot of jokes. And so I didn't get too much of it. So, which is good, because it is an incredible tour. But why give it all away? Just in case you guys come here. It's definitely worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna get underneath this big, massive tree here because it is starting to slightly sprinkle. There's some clouds coming over the mountain. They don't last very long, but it is coming now. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera away and sign off, grab my waterproof camera, and go on another adventure. Until the next time, from Hawaii and the movie ranch here on the north side of the island, I bid you fair adieu. Stay tuned because there's more coming. Peace out, everybody.